the minute I saw this on the show, I said, this is fucking terrible. Okay?
You did say
but
that.
But now, as always happens, the world saw my opinion and realized I am correct.
Right. Yeah.
Although I have to give it to Roseanne, who's become MrBeast's biggest hater.
Her name is not Roseanne.
Rosanna, sorry. I misspelled.
You were very close.
Misread it.
Shout out to Roseanne, too.
No, here, see, this is not my fault. Look who wrote this. It's got an E at the end. Somebody sabotaged me.
That's fucked up.
Roseanne, I've been sabotaged. Rosanna, you're my girl. I know your name.
Rosanna
Pansine. A Pansine with Rosanna. God damn it! Not that Roseanne.
Oh, okay.
She's much sweeter and nicer than that. Although that's probably how MrBeast sees her. God, he's regretting inviting her ass on the show.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
It's the biggest messed up of his career at this point, I think we can say.
You think so? But
I'm being a little facetious.
yeah, I mean, they're piling up. Also,
really
I just
are.
read he's being sued now. Contestants are coming together from the Amazon show in a class action lawsuit against Amazon and MrBeast.
Yeesh.
It's filed. It's signed, sealed, and delivered.
Not looking good for Jimmy.
The issues are piling up. Although, worry not, my friends. Beast views are still doing great.
Thank God.
MrBeast. Actually, let me
That'll
check.
never. And that's not going to change anytime soon, I don't think.
Let's see.
He's
I mean,
too big to fail. He's literally too big to fail.
I just
bank.
wonder, men and women survive the wilderness for 500,000. I feel like he's going to start needing new ideas. They're getting
like that
repetitive and not interesting.
Well, to you, but you are a 43-year-old man.
No.
Not an
I'm
8-year-old.
giving him legit, honest-to-God advice that he needs to hear.
Okay.
He needs to really shake things up. You know what I mean? Boys versus girls in the
You
forest.
should just pivot into red pill content.
Hmm?
Yeah. Just do a fresh
Interview Andrew Tate in Romania.
Yeah.
And-
Fresh and fit style content.
Yeah, so, but I mean, yeah, his views are killing it, obviously. And we're all very happy for him, aren't we, folks? But I am not happy about this Lunchly disgusting. I think this is the most cynical thing they've done, the three of them. And well, here's what Rosanna had to say about it. And she's a foodsie. Her thing is baking.
true.
She's made products for Walmart, and here she said,
Oh, so true.
or she was proposed to make. She's made products for big box stores.
That's an even bigger flex. She said no to an 8-figure deal with Walmart. She said, I don't think so.
Well, let's read. She says, a few years ago, I backed out of an 8-figure deal. Now, my friends, that's at least $10 million with Walmart because we couldn't make the food with as good of ingredients as I wanted, organic and no preservatives, etc., at the scale needed. People like MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul absolutely could, and yet they choose to do this. Says everything you need to know. Now, listen, I don't even care if it's organic and shit. I mean, she's got a point, right? But my problem is like that they're obviously marketing this to kids, and it's disgusting trash. Like it is literally child poison. Like this is the worst fucking garbage filth you could put it in your child's body.
I mean, lots of people give their kids Lunchables.
No,
I guess you could say the
listen.
same thing, right?
Listen, Lunchables, by today's standards, is not a good meal by any terms, but it's not the worst. Lunchables is like a faceless organization that's been around for like 30 years, so like they're just rolling. You know what I mean?
Well, they got into trouble recently because of lead.
A little bit of lead.
Yeah, so maybe not. They're rolling around super smoothly.
How does lead get in the Lunchable?
I would imagine it's from the facilities themselves, like poor.
Why are they using lead in the facility?
It's an old place, maybe. I mean, lots of things used to use lead.
Just a little bit of lead, though.
Yeah, I don't know exactly
Listen,
how that happened.
The CDC, not CDC, the FDA says it's unhealthy levels. I mean, that's objective. I think a little bit of lead a dab will do you, as they say.
Subjective, right?
Subjective.
That's
thank
what you mean, yeah.
That is what I mean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lead can get into food products like Lunchables because it's naturally present in the environment and areas where lead was previously used. that can be found in the air, soil, water, and in homes. So, well, then what are they doing wrong? So say that, ask it that, AB. What are they doing wrong then?
What's the problem?
Because
what is Lunchables doing wrong?
yeah, because it sounds like if they're like, oh, well, lead is just natural, then it's like, okay, well, then what are they supposed to do about it?
It's natural? What does that mean?
Not a great. It says lead can be found in air, soil, water, and in homes. It's like, okay.
Well, they shouldn't use the part that's just lead. They got to look if there's lead before. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Remove the lead.
And I feel like I'm not an expert, so forgive me if this is incorrect. But if there's lead in the soil, it's not there for natural reasons. The soil has been contaminated with lead,
No,
and then
I
it
think
winds
it's likely
up
it's
in
a naturally occurring mineral.
Okay, I mean,
and it's just small parts.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
there's naturally occurring. Yeah.
how does lead wind up in soil? Let's see.
Is lead naturally occurring?
Yeah, I think it probably is from leaded gasoline and then settles into the soil.
It's a heavy metal found in the Earth's crust. We gotta go down to the crust. Lead occurs in small quantities in ore, such as galena, angelesite, and kerosite. Galena is the most important ore for the commercial extraction of lead. What the fuck are we extracting lead for? Lead has been used by... So wait, how does lead get into farming soil? You think it's from tractors and shit?
I mean, maybe.
Human activities, environmental contamination. Yeah.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Lead pollution from industrial sources, legacy lead from leaded gasoline, contaminated water, my God. Old lead-based paint, soil amendment, and so it sounds like their facility is not locked down on the lead department. Which, yeah. So obviously they're not perfect by any means, but
what did a little lead? What did that ever do to anybody?
I think genuinely,
at large,
we get a little mercury, we get a little lead,
right?
We get a little plastic,
forever plastics and chemicals and stuff.
We just
you know what?
Carnivore diet will fix that.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know what there's no lead in?
Carnivore diet will fix that.
Carnivore diet. That's probably not true, is it? Can lead be found in animal meat?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if they eat the wheat or the corn that was in leaded soil.
So he eats only beef. So let's see. Lead contamination in beef is uncommon, but it can occur, actually, from the environment such as polluted water, soil, and feed. So there it is.
Carnivore diet.
Can you find lead in fish?
Can you find? I think it's probably just give the same answer.
And fish has mercury, right? That's like the bigger concern with the
mercury. Yeah, is definitely yes. Lead can be found in fish. I think it's the same kind of thing. They're like, but you should worry about mercury. So yeah.
Yeah.
But at any rate, so these three guys who have predominant child audience have cynically come together to put in this just hideous abomination of a lunch. And this lady, I saw this TikTok, and she really, I think, explains it quite well here. Let me show you guys this. I'm working on it.
Show me.
What lady?
She's right here.
Oh, that lady.
MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI have all partnered up to make knockoff Lunchables. And I want to talk about
I
Deceptive.
want to give her a shout out. It doesn't say.
Scroll down.
Shout out, lady.
I want to give a shout out to.
Yeah, scroll down.
It doesn't let me. It just won't let me.
I'll send the name.
It says nope.
Carnivore diet will fix that.
It says no, you can't scroll down. Actually,
We turned that feature off.
I mean, as you can see, I can go up, but it stops here. Why is that? Why are we doing this?
Maybe you're zoomed in.
Right.
Here. That is, her name is Gucci Pooj.
Nice.
Gucci Pooj. There it is. Thank you.
Marketing practices. All three of these people have been involved in various controversies, and MrBeast's probably the biggest one of late. This is a really interesting time for them to come up with a product directed at children. So we'll see how that works for them. Let's talk about it. If you go to the Lunchly website, they try really hard to compare it to Lunchables and show you why it's such a better thing than Lunchable. They're like, the combos are more flavorful. There's more, I almost said sodium. There's more
Now, this is what I picked up on, but this is so cynical and gross and weird. They literally said ours has more salt. It's the packaging is bolder, and the gestures are bigger. What the fuck does that even mean?
I have no clue.
And it's more flavorful, apparently. But she breaks it down.
Electrolytes. The packaging is bold, the gestures are big, and it's not mid, which like
Not big.
literally nothing on here as a mom is something that would encourage me to buy this for a kid. This is marketing for children. My
Yes.
kid does not need electrolytes in their Lunchable. Electrolytes are salt. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, chloride, calcium phosphate, and bicarbonates. So I want to show you
I
guys.
find that absolutely insane that they're marketing electrolytes in a Lunchable. Bro,
These
what?
kids need to start juicing, dude. I disagree. Kids need to get swole. They need to work harder, think harder.
They need to be like sweating uncontrollably for like 12
Yes,
hours.
that's how I did it. We didn't have AC in Southern California
But then
public school. It was hot as fuck.
She points out that the Lunchable they're comparing it to has salt in it.
Oh, well, yeah. You probably shouldn't eat those either.
I'm just
That's
saying,
the
like,
reality.
they've built up electrolytes as part of this marketing campaign of Prime that it's like some miracle
Yeah.
mineral. It's just salt. It's just salt.
Guys, the actual what's in the packaging. This is what Lunchly says. This was the comparison that I pulled from their website. They have a section called Us versus Them. They say that they're specifically comparing themselves to this Lunchables Turkey and American Cracker Stackers with the Reese's Cup and the Pacific Cooler and
And again, if I'm buying a Lunchable, this is the last one I'm getting because this is foul on an equal level for a child to be consuming. Capri Sun, all sugar. Reese's, massive sugar dump. But the crackers, cheese, and meat, I don't have really a problem with. I think that's fine.
the American and Turkey. So you can see it all right here. And has a little section where you can click View UPC, which you know I clicked because I laterally read. And I was like, I'll look this up. Let's make sure they're looking at the right thing. Guess what? Spoiler, they aren't. This UPC actually belongs to the pepperoni pizza like bulk pack that you can buy, but it's specifically for pepperoni pizza and not for the other thing. And I looked up one more barcode.
Wait, what's the significance of that? I didn't understand. What does it matter if they put the wrong barcode?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
I don't think that any of their barcodes are right. So I just compared by like pulling the actual items. Here are the claims. They say both packages contain 11 grams of protein. Fantastic. They highlight that their package contains 230 calories as opposed to 310 calories like Lunchable. They talk about how their Prime flavor drink contains 400 milligrams of electrolytes as opposed to 55 per Capri Sun. And they talk about how there's less sugar per package in the Lunchly than in the Lunchable. But let's look at the real numbers. We'll start with the calories. First thing I want to say is that as a mom, I want more calories.
Yes, that's what I said. These guys clearly don't have kids. We're not putting our 5-year-olds on diets. What the fuck are we doing here?
That's crazy, actually.
Why are you advertising less calories to kids? You're trying to like give kids eating disorders already? Like, kids do not count calories. Kids should not be counting calories. The idea of that is absurd.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Just even introducing something as low calories for a baby is
They're
fucking
kids.
insane.
They run around all day. They need energy.
Yeah.
You can eat as much as you want. Eat, child. Eat.
Yeah.
Eat, please. If you have kids, you know that that's the thing.
I want the most calorically dense food
Yes,
that my
girl,
kid will
talk to
enjoy
me.
eating for my dollar. That is how you raise children.
Yes.
None of these people, Logan Paul, KSI, MrBeast, none of them, as far as I know, have children. And maybe
No.
they don't understand this, but like, I want my kid to have calories. And
Yes.
these numbers, by the way, are not that different in terms of like food that goes in a child's body so they can get an education while they're at school. Also, you don't need to replenish electrolytes unless you have lost electrolytes. Like, yes, we need to have electrolytes throughout our life. They're just in the foods we eat and drink. But unless you have like a medical condition or something, you don't need a bunch of salt in your drinks. And yes, Prime Energy Drink does have like magnesium, calcium stuff that like Capri Sun doesn't have, but it's also not the primary goal of parents who are trying to buy products for their children. My kid is not sweating uncontrollably before 10:30 a.m. and needs to
yours
replenish
isn't.
their electrolytes.
Your kid's not working hard enough.
First period PE, man, in the 7th grade. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
It sucked.
You need it. You felt your electrolytes were
They make
replenished.
our asses run at 8 a.m. And it was like, especially, you know how it can get in Southern California. It can already be hot as fuck by 8 a.m. And then you're sweaty, and then you're like that for the rest of the day.
What electrolytes going to help you with sweat?
Well,
You gonna dry your clothes?
It's not going to help with the sweat, but I've bled all those electrolytes. I need to concentrate Electrolytes, it's very important to brain function. You
Well,
know that?
so what I do is I send my kids to school with salt lick.
Oh, interesting.
It's just a block of salt that they lick after they run.
Like a cow.
Like a horse?
Correct.
Really?
Correct. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
jeez.
then they don't have to worry about
boy.
it.
I
Son,
think it's
give
pretty
this a
sussy.
lick. Check this out. So they're comparing themselves to Lunchables.
Mm-hmm.
Here they have a where's the chart? I want the chart.
It's in the. There's like a whole page.
It's
of
the-
comparisons. Oh, us versus them. Here. AB.
No, I
They're
clicked that.
they're
Did they
behind
remove-
Prime. I've had Prime.
Yeah, that's
I did not know. So
that's
yes.
Logan Paul's.
So I should know.
Prime
These
is
companies
Logan Paul.
based on their fonts.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying. They're creating
Right.
like a font unity.
Where's the fucking chart?
It's right here. It looks like they actually did update it.
I think they
Like
removed
in the
it because
last,
it was
like,
so
hour.
dumb and bad.
Well, no. Now it just breaks it down per product.
No, there was the one where it says they compare it and they're like, our packaging is
Oh,
awesome. And theirs
true.
is fucking mid.
Yeah, it looks like they did remove that. You're right.
So I need that image.
Oh, the packaging.
Yeah.
That's something to brag about. I mean, unless it's ecological, you know, like they're
No,
like
it just
all
like-
of our
it's-
packaging is biodegradable. Then I would be like, yeah, fucking
It just looks dope.
pump it up.
I feel like this was a huge misstep because it's just so cynical and it's geared specifically to kids and it's just not. It's
I don't
just-
like that.
don't know. But
Kids
here,
don't need to be talked to.
so here's
by
this guy,
corporations.
Dan TDM. I wasn't aware of this guy. He's a gamer. He's a popular gamer.
Dan to them.
Dan Tidham.
Okay.
He says, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better." Okay, so
Yep. I like
so
that.
here's where it gets
Did
interesting.
they reply?
All three of them replied.
Yes. Let's fucking check this shit. I'm not a Twitter person anymore, nor was I ever.
Good for you.
So this is always nice for me to like Twitter literate humans like coming at me with info. I'm
I
like,
got
yes.
you, bro. So first, let's look at MrBeast. They're doing some mad PR right now. So he says, Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Now that's straight up a lie. It's not better alternative by any measurable metric. The only difference is that it has salt in it, a ton of fucking salt.
Which is a it's an electrolyte thing, but that's for adults.
it's for it's
and
for like
extreme
elite
athletes.
athletes.
Yeah, elite
Not for
athletes, 100%.
5-year-olds.
Yeah, all that like salt thing. You're just like, I've got hypertension. It's like, take these electrolytes. I mean, salt.
But
I mean,
and then all the food they eat has a shitload of salt in it already.
that's always again, it's a sign of quality, and also laziness on packaging.
I
'cause
love
there's-
salt. Don't get me wrong. but-
there's like packaging that has nitrogen built into it that helps things stay long, without
Lead.
adding whatever.
lead.
Yeah, lots of lead. Obviously.
Actually, Lunchables we learned did they?
Oh,
put
that's
lead
right.
in it.
I remember that. Yeah,
Just a
yeah.
little.
Just a little. Oh my god.
Just a little for
God,
taste.
corpse, man.
Just a little.
Corpse be corpse.
You know,
Oh, but
in Rome they used to lead their wine.
Yeah,
keep
lead
it
tastes
longer.
good, supposedly.
No, because it tasted good.
oh my god,
For-
crazy.
For real. There's
Wow.
theories that it
Insane.
contributed to.
So they found it in like bone samples
yeah,
That's
from-
interesting.
and in their cups and stuff.
in their cups. That's so funny.
But there's theories that it contributed to some mass
Madness?
psychosis, like
Oh,
people
yeah.
just losing their minds and acting irrationally and stuff.
Drugs.
Is lead a drug? I guess
So Mr. Beast
can be.
releases this highly factual, super empathetic response.
Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, and more electrolytes. Motherfucker, this is for 5-year-olds. 80 less calories is not a big brag. We use real cheese, and they use cheese products. They can't call it cheese, higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier.
Oh, thanks for being truthful.
Okay, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good. And why you launched this to help kids be. He goes, that's why we launched Lunchly.
That's why they did it. Oh,
He
so
says-
that was it.
No,
So
that
they
he's-
weren't planning on doing it. This is totally extra. This
He
is just
says
for
he's doing it
funsies.
for the kids.
For the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, actually, I'm starting to shift a little bit.
And frankly, they need less calories. The kids, we need
Yep.
to feed them less.
That's the thing that's kind of making me. It's moving my needle a little bit more in their favor. For
It's
sure.
actually 80 less calories
Yeah.
for these fat, fucking greedy.
Yeah.
They can't,
Those kids they're almost a lost cause. It's like when I see like people
They shouldn't eat. They should skip lunch altogether.
totally, and people should let them know. Like,
Shame on you.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I grew up Cath. I know what it's like. Between my Catholic and my Jewish friends out there, we're experts.
I didn't grow up Catholic, but I did grow up with a catheter.
Oh.
Wasn't pretty. That's a real serious condition. Very serious.
Mimi.
Thank you for the crickets. Also, as we get economies of scale and things get cheaper, we can only improve the product more. So MrBeast says we did it for them kids.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's, yeah. Who else replied?
All of them. So Logan Paul's next.
Genesis replied.
Logan Paul's the worst. He's a total scumbag, freak loser, serial scammer.
Me no likey, con man. I mean, I guess if you're an aspiring con person, you can be like, do you like him?
He got community noted. He says, I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spend our lives creating content and building our brands.
Yeah.
Now we want to build businesses.
Yeah.
We don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead. But when we create a better version, you're upset. Then don't eat it. Well, it's the kids that are going to be
so smart.
He's so butthurt all the time. He's so defensive. But he got community noted
because only people who respond that way, you know that they're doing fucked up shit.
Yeah, he knows.
That's the response of someone who's so insecure and so waiting for that, just like defense.
Ours doesn't have lead in it. Oh, big deal. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Mine has lead in it. Just say it with your chest. Stand on your shit. So they got community noted. Prime Hydration LLC was filed against Prime Hydration.
Yeah, LLC.
Filed against for including lead
on 3 separate occasions, with the third being
what?
Wait a minute, Prime Hydration?
They were spreading lead?
No.
With the third being March 2024.
Wow, that is so not long ago.
Wait, what? Hold on, what? I didn't hear about that.
I'm going to say March 24th is not that long ago.
Yeah, no, that's...
Is that can we agree on that?
He should probably remember that he's being sued for that.
Okay.
Because he's the owner of Prime.
Commentating on Lunchables' lead findings while including a drink also known to have lead inside a meal package is very hypocritical. So they even editorialized it, said he's a hypocrite.
Oh my god! Wow.
Wait, is that for real? This motherfucker's being sued for having lead?
Prime being.
Let's check it out.
Guys,
let's use AI, and I want to cross-reference by
link.
4 different people, and I want it double-checked by a
Here is
outsider.
here's a website.
Oh, okay. Well, that was fast.
What the fuck is this URL? ERC501c3.org.
Oh, that seems official. Got lots of letters and.
Genuinely, what
codes.
the fuck is that?
This is
Environmental Research Center. What is this hit job ass looking website?
Wow! Is this this is another? This is a greenwash site.
Hold on, this is some bullshit website. This is weird. Man.
Yeah, it's got all the language, but it's so empty. It's a front.
The lawyers made this.
That's so crazy that they're like this is like all just strategized.
Yeah.
And just like they're covering their bases just enough, but it's still not good enough.
Well, I think the people suing them probably made this. Prime Hydration Strawberry Water Lemonade, lead. Prime Hydration Drink Metamoon, lead.
Okay, so
Prime Hydration Drink Ice Pop, lead and mercury.
Okay, so is this a predatory predator?
I think it might be.
I think this might be. That's so funny. Just like,
but ultimately, they're kind of getting a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah,
because it's like, if someone could sue you for anything.
Yes. That's right.
And so, like, is it true? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, but there's no way to verify that. There's probably not. Was there an actual case? Anything filed?
I'm assuming there would be a case. Let's see.
Yeah, there's got to be. Right?
I am seeing a lawsuit allegedly containing harmful PFAS chemicals. Those
That's
are like
plastic.
Yeah. In Prime Hydration and excessive caffeine in Prime Energy. We did talk about that one.
Wait, hold on.
That makes sense.
Is this all bullshit?
It might be.
But then why is it
This is
still
all
here?
on that site, though. You're not getting something outside of that site?
No, it is from a different site that has the PFAS. I'm not seeing anything about the lead lawsuit, though, to be honest.
This is crazy how sketchy this website is.
Wow, let's ask an AI, too, just in case.
About
here we go.
Here they have a Twitter account. Let's see what they're up to there.
Is Prime, the hydration drink, being sued for lead contamination in any way?
It'll know.
ChatGPT, you have the paid version?
4.0.
Good.
I'm doing 4.0, guys.
I don't trust the other one.
Trust the other one, huh?
Founded by influencers Logan Paul,
Kissy.
And Kissy.
Right, yes.
is currently facing primarily due to the presence of forever chemicals, PFASs, and its
That's
grape
just
flavored
love. Love
drink.
is forever.
The chemicals have been
like a
linked to
diamond.
various, including cancer, reproductive harm, PFA. Okay, that's PFAS. And then additionally, Prime's energy drinks are being scrutinized for their high caffeine, like you just said.
Right.
With these lawsuits focus on two major issues. There are currently no reported lawsuits specifically targeting Prime for lead contamination.
This website is total fucking bullshit, and it's being
So it's probably a bot.
but it's
probably like
being
a triggered
cited as a
bot.
credible source here on Twitter
Yeah, I mean, it's
well,
not a
that's
credible
because it's
website.
Twitter.
with 31 million views.
Yeah,
That's
Twitter
nuts.
sucks. Twitter sucks.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Hold on,
But it's hackable. That's the cool thing about Twitter.
Did he respond to that? Oh my God, he's with Dana White.
Oh my God, that means he shook hands with Hitler.
Oh, he's with Dana
Wow,
just like
White. What?
Wow, these people, man, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Okay, here. Yet another lie from Community Notes. The 12-ounce Prime. So he's talking about the one. He says, no, the one that we put in Prime doesn't have lead. You guys got it all wrong. That we have the leaded version sell separately.
People pay extra for lead. They get this Roman fetishism that's going on. This
Yeah.
proto-Roman fetishism.
Drinking lead is my Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Have you
This
heard
guy,
that?
that'd be so weird to like just be these people and be like, I'm cool with this.
Well, Bill Hicks, I remember, had a joke about, he's talking about how marketing people are the evilest in the world. And he's like, I just put arsenics and lead in baby food for the night. Anyway, good night. Like they don't care. That's literally them.
Yeah. That's totally it. They're like, I'm sure it's not. Obviously, I don't think it's done on purpose. I just think like they just don't care because they're looking
No.
at they're looking at numbers and they're like, well, if we get our bottles from this source and these chemicals from here, it'll save us here on manufacturing. You'll be able to pull this many, blah, 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 if you sell with your influence, and they project all the numbers. And they're like, that sounds really great. Let's do it. And then they do it. And then suddenly, people who are, as they be people, they're going to be looking into shit. And then they're like, wait a minute. They're like, what? We didn't. It's like, well,
The
it's your
kids
fault.
don't care, though.
Yeah, it's your
Kids
fault,
don't care.
motherfuckers. It's like, check your shit. People make mistakes, but like, avoidable.
They
Very
go.
avoidable mistakes.
They go, Lunchables has lead in it? Well, it has less than, or Lunchly has lead in it? Well, it has less than Lunchables.
Yeah, totally. So what
It
do you
has
want?
slightly
Less or more?
lead.
Yeah, less lead. How about no lead?
So KSI's response was actually the worst of all of them.
Kissy.
Kissy, he
What does Kissy say?
responded to this guy by showing his merch and saying, looks like crap to me. Now, again, my friend, this is a terrible, terrible
What?
line of attack. Because
Wait a minute.
This is a toy. You don't eat it.
What? Okay, but
And it's pretty straight up. Like, it's just a toy.
what is
It's a toy.
Tube Heroes? Are you kidding me? That is so hyper maxi cringe.
This is the guy's.
Oh
This is the guy
my
who called
God.
him out. This is the
To be
guy-
fair, it is.
it's Minecraft.
It's for 6-year-olds.
yeah, it's a Minecraft.
I know, but it's just like, ay.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
But have
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
Yeah,
it's
no, it's great.
over branded. It's like it's too labeled. It's too. This is exactly what it is, and don't think about it in any other way. It's
Yeah,
Well,
bullshit.
what do you think about KSI using this as a line of attack to defend his lunchbox?
Oh, I mean, he's just reinforcing the argument. It's like looks like crap to me, and then I guess are these products
saying
he's
mine is crap.
associated with?
No.
So the guy who's
well,
criticizing
Oh,
the
these are his
band,
products.
This is the toy he made for his fans. And the guy who made the lunchbox is saying, "Oh well, your
Oh,
product looks like
so now
crap
it's a
to me."
products battle.
Yes.
Okay, I see. So he's treating it just straight capitalist mindset. This is a problem of products, not about human well-being.
I mean, obviously,
Got
you're
it.
making something for children to consume.
Mhm.
It's a little higher.
Threshold on
for
yeah
lead.
on toxicity.
Actually, his community note is very good. It says, not only has KSI worked with this company before, the CEO of U2's Austin Long got his start by managing the Sidemen and was an executive producer on their YouTube Red show. That's fucking.
Okay,
That's
so
funny.
he's
That made
fighting
it.
hands that feeds. I mean,
Yeah, here's his. So he has the same thing.
Kind of funny.
That's funny.
Pretty ironic.
Kissy. I don't know.
Kissy.
Kissy of these.
Yeah. I mean, and then, yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
That was very good.
Yeah,
that was very good. I was like so reeling in this reality, and I
Yeah.
still heard that and was like, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, I was like, I thought for sure I wouldn't be able to comprehend it, but then like my post-processing caught up. It was nice.
So hold on. He's now defending himself. Somebody said, with all respect, bro.
Modafinil.
He says, I'm not the one complaining and crying on Twitter, though. You missed the point. No.
Well,
it's just people who, I don't think it's a lack of intelligence, but I think like hyper-capitalists are severely limited in their ability to have like greater processing about like, reality and so forth. And so all they can think of it is through this capitalistic lens. And it's kind of interesting. He's replying exactly how a hyper-capitalist would. They don't get the other parts of the argument. They're just like, this is a product
Because
problem.
both of our products are crap, so therefore they're equal. But it's like, well, one you eat.
Yes, exactly. But they don't care. But that's the capitalism. They don't. I mean, that's the way it's always been,
Here
right?
he's
we don't
coming
care about what
after
people are
Dan
eating.
again. Somehow they're blaming like all the backlash they get on this guy Dan who made a tweet for some reason. Like, but they're going after him. Oh, but he was talking about food. He was sponsored and then promoted and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box for food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? Well, okay, hold on. Let me look at Munch Pack.
Okay, let's check it out.
Now, I'll say this about Munch Pack. It's a snack pack. I don't think it's marketed as like,
It's
eat
not a
this
meal.
every day.
It's not a
Eat this
meal.
Every day at
No,
lunch.
it's a snack pack.
So
it's a meal.
it's pretty
It's an assortment. It's not meant to be. That's the unit that you eat. This is just an assortment of snacks.
And the thing
Not
about
to
theirs
defend,
is like
but there
ours
is
is
difference.
healthier.
Right.
Is it?
I
This is pretty
I don't know.
transparently candy.
Yes, it's definitely candy, which is known in the industry as non-nutritional
Not
food.
Yeah, not food. And also, he didn't make it. I mean, that's maybe a slight.
Yeah.
And
Again,
this is just a candy.
I'm not proud of
Nobody
him.
says you can't eat candy.
I'm not proud of him for pushing sugar. I just think like anybody consciously pushing sugar is just a little bit like out of their fucking mind.
Look, kids eat so much fucking sugar.
I know, and it's terrible.
It's just-
so. I mean,
it's
I
just-
grew up eating shitloads of sugar. And we all come from generations that sugar was pushed.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
I say it's not that bad.
Sugar.
It's just calories, and kids can eat like obviously it's bad for their teeth. First, like,
Yes,
very bad for
and
their teeth.
dopamine system, the reward system. That's
Maybe,
the problem.
yeah, maybe.
It kind of pre-wires you, like your tolerance gets really high.
That could be. I mean, my kids with candy, like it's crack. Like that is currency in their world. Like nothing matters. Nothing
I
matters.
get it. I
And
mean, it's a drug.
Halloween
It's
is
drugs.
literally the only day of the year that exists.
Yeah.
They walk around and people give them free candy. What a day!
It's dope.
What a day!
I get it. I mean, I got off on candy. I was a chocoholic growing up.
I don't know what it
I
is.
get
but
it.
Just but I don't think it's that. I think it's normal. Kids eat candy. It's normal.
I get what you're saying, but it's just you could do something like salad power. Like
Yeah, right.
no one's
Good
coming
luck
at
with
salad
that one.
power going
You
like,
don't have
fuck
kids,
salad
do you?
power.
You don't have kids, do you?
No, I don't have kids. I'm not going to have kids because this shit's too expensive.
They are
But,
very expensive. They are very.
And I'm worried about them just living in a constant forest fire. And that gives me anxiety.
Right.
But I'm trying. I'm trying to make the world better for your kids.
Well, hold on. They're just have a. Well, no, don't worry. You can get fireproof pajamas.
You're right.
You can get fireproof comforters.
Yeah, I know it's not the strongest argument.
Asbestos is very flame retardant.
My
out here.
kids are wearing asbestos laced fireproof pajamas.
Nice.
Every night.
If that's as best as it gets.
Yo!
I gave you this best.
So I don't know. Not a good look for my friends.
I get it. Yeah. No, but still avoidable. All these futures.
If you don't
avoidable.
like it, don't eat it.
Yeah, I know. I love that. I mean, I get it. It's the same thing like
The
when
grown-ups weren't going to eat it.
No,
Anyway.
they weren't because they recognized it as crap. So they'll just give it to the kids, and that's okay because kids can process everything. They're like nuclear reactors, right?